It is. It's Man Monday. Okay, we have audio now. Alright, very good. Oh, and then I can put a filter. And I can, noise suppression. That's already on. Look at that. Okay, excellent. So... Alright, so this is my first time, I think, like, watching a meeting. So,
Your first time? Oh, watch it. Really?
yeah, I don't,
Oh, okay.
touch myself to my past Zoom meetings. I mean, I edit them into the
Right.
videos, but I don't like rewatch them. So, me saying, "Oh, look how handsome he is," that doesn't happen every day, It does happen every day,
just
but
when
not
you
for
look
that
in the
reason.
mirror, right.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Anytime there's a reflector.
Yeah. There's an opportunity to feel good. Okay, so I'm just getting an absolute kick out of watching myself. I am a character. And, so, alright, macOS screen capture, display capture. Alright, let's go back to it.
So,
what part?
Like,
yeah,
because it's
here's blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Like in the middle of you talking about this.
Yeah.
Can we just start, like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something? Yeah.
Because you don't remember?
Or I could use a
Oh,
reminder.
Me too, absolutely. Because I actually have no idea what's going on. Wasn't there a funny moment? I don't understand why people aren't constantly laughing. Like, while I talk.
Or whatever. So, yeah, here's blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're putting all this pressure on you, thinking that you gotta just get up in the morning and be able to do this, and you hate it
We gotta go back.
because you're not doing it. For it, but the team is now gonna have to work to just make sure that one of me doesn't,
Oh, you don't know what that's about, right?
Yeah, no,
Sort of freeing to when you do something bad, and hey, so yeah, so you just found out you actually exist in a skull mostly. It's many billion neurons. Okay, and wow, this is great because that's kind of free. We talked about this earlier. It's sort of freeing to when you do something bad. It's like, damn, okay, that was one of me. I was one of the original composed. I don't have to be mad at the whole team for it. But the team's now gonna have to work to just make sure that one of me doesn't, hit my slap my dog or whatever happened. So, yeah, here's blah, blah.
Yeah, because I had slapped Neo that way.
Right.
Oh, I told you about it?
I mean, and I thought this was like a hypothetical. Oh no, this is you slapped me.
Yeah. And I don't need to be doing
but
that.
yeah, I mean,
Hey, so you're putting all this pressure on you, thinking that you gotta just get up in the morning and be able to do this, and you hate yourself because you're not doing it. Well, guess what? That's not real, Okay, free will, essence, rationality, sense, attention, storage. In fact, here's my numbers. We're gonna talk about confirmation bias, evaluation, pop, pop, pop.
Okay. So I'm just trying to think, like, is that going to be? Isn't that a lot more than age?
Uh-huh.
All right. Like, how do you summarize all that so succinctly? It's easy to communicate. Even
I don't know. We're supposed to figure that out together, bro.
maybe it's not exactly one page, but I take that as like a metaphor for just like.
All right, I'm asking ChatGPT, bro. You guys keep thinking. What do you think, Jeremy? Can you speak up? Absolutely, bro. You know what? Sean's your guy. Do you have a question for Sean?
Wait,
Absolutely, bro. You know what?
Yeah, can't. Why wasn't I clear about it?
Can you speak up?
You were saying recognition, and I didn't know what to.
Absolutely, bro. You know what? Sean's your guy. Do you have a question for Sean then?
I guess, how do you see recognition in terms of how you want to introduce it? Because you were saying it, and I wasn't sure of what to add a reference really. So like on the one pager, how does that fit in?
You're asking me?
No.
Yeah, you are. Oh, yeah, bro.
What?
Well, really, what do you
I
want
don't
to
know.
What is Craig's
Yeah.
Let me see.
You want to answer him?
Yeah. I
Okay.
want to answer.
All right, fine.
Yeah, if you're Craig, you know that you're a brain.
That's great.
And you know that you need to learn the war solutions, and you know that you're not that your brain has limitations that you need to understand. Like,
That's great. Now we're really, oh, it's heating up. That's fantastic. It's hot. Flame. Ignition. Okay. Yeah. So say that last thing again.
it's gone. It's just
Oh
gone.
no. Get it. Get it. It's not that far. I can see
you
it.
have to understand the limitations.
Oh, hold on. Make sure you really have your arms around it. And when this guy, why did it suddenly get so much louder? I don't even see the machine. Oh, it's the leaf blower. I see it on the driveway. Okay.
Something about limitations of the mind. No. Right. No, this is yeah. We need to understand that our mind has limitations. No.
But look at Jeremy's face.
Yeah, it's good. Good stuff.
Oh, Neo! Quiet! Oh, Neo! Come here! Come here! Thank you for letting us know. Good boy. Thanks for letting us know, buddy. Thank you so much for letting us know.
I don't know if more time is helpful because I feel like I'm just repeating.
Oh, it's not for you. It's so that we
Okay,
can
so
hear
that we
you. Nice. That is the cutest thing. That's my pen.
But we wait, you know.
Yeah.
Or how do you feel? Is it a
Oh yeah, I'm high, bro.
enjoyable thing
I'm
for
high.
you?
Oh, is it enjoyable? Absolutely,
Okay,
bro.
doesn't I don't know
I don't
if
get
it
the
can have
question.
a
You know, I've
negative.
smoked it before,
No, I
in
know, but
fact.
you've said that it's different than the hash, and you didn't know if you liked the difference.
That is true. I said that. And it's funny, I don't like the difference. I've been smoking a lot less, which is cool.
No, it's positive. It's a positive thing if it, you know, if it has the effect of disrupting a bad habit, you know. I don't know
Yes.
if you think it's a bad habit. I personally think it's a bad habit.
Hey, we're actually live right now. So you let Abbott take care of that. Oh, please.
We are live right now.
I think so. If I did it properly. Yep. And that's the chat. But that's because I have top chat turned on. That's why there's nothing. Now watch when I turn on live chat, all the messages are going to be visible, okay? And so, and like, just try to kind of skim because they're just going to.
They're gonna
Okay.
be so fast.
Oh, you fucking missed it!
Oh shit, they are gone now.
And they're gone because
I
it's.
looked away for a blink of an eye. Nobody wants to watch Man
Monday?
Monday.
Nobody. I'm sure there are people here. I think they're just intimidated by us.
Yeah. It's intimidating.
All right. I'm feeling good about that last stop, to be honest. Maybe one more, but it's going to be short. Don't want to start talking and embarrass myself. That's pretty far away now anyway, so we can go. Oh yeah, you were explaining recognition. For context. No context.
For context, Jeremy wanted to know what it meant.
Yeah.
It was mentioned.
Also for context, this is the mission. Recognition. And
a utopian society is everyone being Craig.
Sure. Well, maybe. No. Probably not a utopia, but
oh, right.
The best
right,
we can do
yeah,
is if we know how we function.
Yeah.
A brain acting is one thing. A brain acting and it knows how to act or how it acts. That's another thing. Or a machine. No, a man with a fishing rod is one thing. A man with a fishing rod who knows how to fish
There you go.
can feed himself for more than a day.
Oh, let's understand the brain is who we are.
Sure, that's not so important.
Okay.
So anyway, for context, this is the mission, and it might just be in my head because I don't think I've ever heard anyone else that I've been talking to about it for the last several months say clearly what we're doing or what we're trying to or what recognition is. Because I think all I'm trying to do really is get people Craig and figure out how to get people Craig. But I feel like I'm a bit behind the starting line because I can't even get anybody to know what Craig means. Prove me wrong. Go.
It means understanding that we are our brains.
No.
Okay, we are a brain.
Nope. Because you could say that you're the whole central nervous system. Maybe you could maybe say that you don't include the brain stem. I don't know. You is loose. It really doesn't matter what we are.
Okay.
Actually.
All right. So just understanding that our brain has limitations, and
Well, let's leave brain out of it.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think?
I just thought that the brain was an important part of
it. It is an important part because incidentally we are brains, but I remember months ago I asked you what recognition was, and you were like that we are brains, and because we could be livers, and recognition would still be what it is. Even if it started with we are livers and blah blah blah.
But like
Um,
the liver doesn't have like the
no, 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 no,
billions
no, no,
of
no, no. We're not. That's not where the conversation's going.
Okay.
So, what do we think?
All right. So recognition is understanding the Warsaw illusions.
No, the Warsaw. No. What are the Warsaw illusions then?
That we
Because we don't need to use the word. We don't need to use the name Warsaw illusions. We want to speak a little bit more general. So, what are the Warsaw illusions?
Right. No, I see what you're saying. So that we don't that free will is
No,
illusion.
those are specifically no. Those are you're listing the Warsaw
oh,
illusions.
oh.
I'm saying what is that?
It's misunderstandings that the mind has about itself.
Okay.
Myths that the mind believes about itself.
Okay. Okay. So let's put that in for Warsaw illusions. Okay. Can we do that again?
So, cognition is understanding the myths that the mind tells about itself. Understanding that those are myths or illusions.
We're missing the point though.
That our minds are like valuable and like unreliable, that we
Yeah, leave our minds, our brains out of it. That we what?
are fallible.
Are fallible.
Fallible.
Yeah. Okay. That we are fallible.
That we have limitations as humans.
Whatever.
Okay,
That we
alright.
have. I mean, because I just want to hear the meat of it, because I feel like I'm hearing everything except for what matters.
Okay.
You're touching on what matters when you talk about these limitations and this fallibility. But you keep talking about us as humans and minds and brains and all of that, which is important, and I say it a lot. So I understand why you're saying it. But what? But what
About the mission. Yeah, you are. Hell yeah, bro.
What? Oh. I don't know. Let me see.
Well, I let you see. Sean, what are we doing
I'm a
here? Tell me what we're doing. Hold on.
These people are eating out my every word, but they don't actually know what I'm saying.
I want to do a temperature check. I want to see where we're at. So without looking at anything, what can you tell?
Let's go into a document to talk about what our mission is.
I can't look out. So
I mean, should we do a breather? Can we do a breather? Let's do a breather. This airs can be so intense.
I mean, I'm sort of.
Neil, quiet. That's bad. That's bad.
Computer with you?
No, it's not here, but.
Can I just use it for my? I don't know. I can't get to my email.
let you see. Sean, what are we doing here? Tell me what we're doing. Hold on. I want to do a temperature check. I want to see where we're at. So without looking at anything, what can you tell me about the mission.
Are you asking me?
Mm-mm.
Or you?
Yeah, both of you.
So to me, the mission is that you have an idea of how the mind works.
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll let you continue, but I also want to stop you there because it's really not about a theory. A theory is just a means.
Oh, Sarah.
Harris. I think I was breathing heavily or like sounding frustrated because I thought I did know what our mission was.
Yes, and I think that you do know.
Okay.
And I
But
didn't
what
pick
I
up on the
said
breathing.
is not
It's not the
It's
exact
not.
thing I wanted to hear, which
Right.
I was able to take the time to recognize. I'm probably being too specific in what I want to hear or the way I want to hear it.
Mhm.
And so I'm trying to I took a moment to try to re-listen a little bit better. And and also I think that you're saying a lot of the important words while thinking in your head the implications of those words. And I'm waiting, I think, for you to say the implications out loud. Like, what does it mean, the fact that we're brains? Like, why is that important? Because if you want, you could, in one sentence, say that recognition is knowing you are a brain. And let's unpack that.
Right.
What does that mean? Why? What does that mean? What do you know when you know that you are a brain? I have to pee, so you actually have a moment. Isn't that great? And just keep the chat entertained and try to keep up with the messages.
Right, because it's just coming in
I
so fast.
yeah, and that's what happens when you're
Right.
famous and stuff.
Right.
Actually, I'm just gonna. Or where do I see?
Oh,
Go away.
It's whatever you feel comfortable doing, I think, honestly.
Oh yeah, you have cameras that you didn't tell me about.
Yeah,
I'm taking a leak there. So you know what? I don't think I'm actually gonna do that anymore, to be honest with you.
it's fair. It's a fair conclusion. Eris's new keyboard is really nice.
mention that I had this prong collar on before I hung out with your dad.
I thought it was part of the look.
No,
know?
nope,
We're-
completely forgot.
We're spreading a, we're like fashionistas over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. All right, very good.
Surprised that wasn't painful. Painful?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You get used to it.
And
Like,
that's what I wanted to see, what it feels like on. And but I just don't think. What about lying down? I was gonna lie down, but never ended up getting out of my chair and remembering to do that.
yeah.
Zipped up.
Yeah, you don't have to put it back on. We need to get you a regular collar.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, big dog. So what have you guys been talking about?
Right. So we've been thinking.
Can we dry this?
Yes.
Good job, everybody. Good. Good. Sweet. We nailed it. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. I'll just go get it. What's this? Is that your recognition? No, not yet. You don't have to write it, but I just thought I'd give you something to do. Well, I am going to get another blue moon.
Hey, it's in our refrigerator.
Great. That's so nice. Thank you.
Shit out. Oh no.
All right, big dog. You're so excited.
I'm really not. I'm
Are
really
you
not.
eager or dread?
Direct.
Dread. All right. Well, then, let's turn. Let's go in another direction.
Okay.
So, let's get you off camera and just looking beautiful. I guess now we're like facing each other, which makes it a little.
That makes it-
Yeah.
Right. So big fries. Yeah.
By the way, because the fact that I'm live streaming
Oh,
might affect you.
right. No, I'm sure it does.
And especially when you saw the chat and you're like, all these people are noticing that I'm not answering, that Eris is not satisfied with my responses. And I've worked hard and I've spent time with this and I care about this. And that's not there. I worked hard on this and I actually just lost my train of thought a bit. I started thinking about what you were doing. No, that's great. That's great. I just stopped listening to me. We were on to something. What were we saying? Oh, well, you were listening. You can tell me.
And all these people
I'm sorry.
that yeah, I'm sorry. And that I was feeling under pressure from the camera.
Oh, yeah, bro. They probably actually couldn't even hear us this entire time. I had the thing turned down. But yeah, something like that. So good. You see 2 thumbs up. Ain't nothing. Ain't no thumbs up. Great job. So anyway,
So is it about biasing? Do I
Yeah.
need to involve biasing?
that's another great word. That is another great. That is a word that could be included. Yeah, totes, 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 totes. But I gotta say, the word that I'm like itching for, like an autistic beaver. I don't know whether they itch actually. I don't think they do. Um, I mean, of course they itch. Obviously they itch, but it's just not an image that's popping into my head that justifies referring to them. You understand? um, what were we saying? It starts with an F. It's not frustrating. It's not frustrated. It's not frustration. It has nothing to do with frustration.
Right. Is it what I said earlier and mispronounced?
No, that's a great word. That's a great word. You know what? It's 2 F words together, and you've got one of them. So 1 thumbs up. Well, 2 thumbs up for that one. And then I'll throw up another pair.
So it's fallible and something else.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. Very good. Yes.
Uh,
Excellent.
okay. Yeah, nothing's coming to mind.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's watch these guys flounder, and then you'll feel better. Let's sit next to each other.
This is so much fun. You're doing such a good job.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're acknowledging that and naming it.
Theory is just a means. What do you think, Chair Bear?
Idea of how the mind works. Which,
No. Okay, I'll let you continue, but I also want to stop you there.
It's like Kanye West, dude. That dude's is so autistic.
Really not about it, theory. Theory is just a means.
A means to
What do
what?
you think, Chair Bear?
It's in the docs. I will tell you, it's in the docs.
I think how I understand it is part of the mission is making people more aware of just like the brain and how it operates. And
Boom!
how
Operation.
we can
I would have said function, but
be
operation.
better for ourselves and people around us. Just like the brain and how it operates and I think how I understand it is part of the mission is um, making people more aware of uh, just like the brain and how it operates.
And
And
so when I was saying leave the brain out of it, just how we function,
Uh,
how thinking works, how it happens, and how it doesn't happen.
but understanding how thinking happens involves talking about thinking and like
Yeah, and involves talking about the
thinking.
brain. That's why I mentioned all the time.
Yeah,
Absolutely, we're on
right.
the same page.
Okay, but like,
Correct.
but that's not like the short. That's not like the cliff notes.
Well, it's not the meat, because even if we were livers, then it would be about how the liver functions. It doesn't matter. It's about function and
Okay.
failure,
Okay.
or function and fallibility. That was so good. Fallible. Not you.
Well, I thought they were working together, so I was like trying. Okay, but like function and fallibility.
Fallible, our fallible function.
Our
That's what I was
fallible
meaning by
function.
putting them together.
Okay. Okay.
It's about learning our fallible
function.
function. Boom.
be better to ourselves and people around us. I think how I understand it is part of the mission is um, making people more aware of
How you feeling, big dog?
it's like the brain and how it
So, you know, I think, and I've like said this to you before, that like you're very like you're intimidating, you know, like, and that's like, I know you don't mean to be, but it's like that's always because you're always like ahead of me. Also, I think like when I was reading the what do you call it, the thinking fast and slow, when he was talking about the like you gave me those tests, you know, like the ball and the bat, and I
That's a big word, but okay, I get it, because you're telling me how you felt, and test is the appropriate word. Keep going.
it's an indication of leaning into the lazy thinking. So that's, I just feel like it's more evidence, and
No, I
that was
also said
mine.
10 cents, bro. I'm also a big 10 center,
No,
bro.
no, you didn't. You did not say 10 cents because
Absolutely.
you pause and think. I don't believe that for a second.
Okay, to be honest with you, no one ever asked me the question. I I read about it, and so I never
That's
got
how
the chance
you
to.
never got the chance.
Yeah.
I think
But
yeah.
I would have been a 10 center, because even when I asked the question, I can fucking hear it 10 cents. But but no, I
literally, if
wouldn't
you
have thought I
pause
had
for a
any.
second,
I
the
wouldn't
way
have thought
he
I had any reason
explains
in that
it,
situation.
You didn't think you had any reason.
I wouldn't have thought I had any reason in
To
that
pause?
situation
To
to pause
pause?
and reflect. Yeah, I would have thought it was just going to be a bunch of questions, 10 cents. Next.
Alright. Okay.
And all of them, the exponential one, I would have just gone with my intuition. Oh, day 25, bro. Absolutely.
Okay. But I know, well, I guess like I know that is
Oh, that
never
wasn't at all the point.
um you're not but you asked me how he's feeling, so that like just giving you a read on the intimidation is that's it's just it's I shouldn't allow it to make me feel
Oh,
bad,
shouldn't.
you know?
Hold
Okay,
on, right?
okay.
Stay where we're at right now. Stay where you're at. You're talking about the feeling.
Yeah, feeling intimidated and like
Can you talk about the bat and the ball? What that have to do with that again?
because
Oh,
that's
you're like, because I'm stupid, Harris.
and like that's Daniel
Like,
Kahneman
why do you keep
explained it to me. He like clearly laid it out.
He showed you with the cognitive
bro,
reflection task.
bro,
You're
if
in
I
the
just
stupid
pause,
class.
like if I just pause for like a second, because if you think about it, it's such a simple equation, you know, like it's not difficult if you just
Yeah.
give it a
But what does this
second,
have to
you know
do
what I
with
mean?
the
If you-
recognition stuff?
um
Because I went to the bathroom. I even talked to your dad. So there was a pause.
No, I know, and that's just like my frustration with like we've obviously, and I have like read and stuff that like this is about our function being valuable. So you know, it's just like I just become hard on myself, and then I blame you for being intimidating.
Sure. But I want this to be productive for you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't cut you off. I feel like your focus right now is a bit reassuring me when I'm actually trying my darndest to reassure you. And so I just need material for that more than I need reassurance.
Well, no, but that's why I'm talking about. That's why, like that, because it's on my mind because I was reading it, and so it's like you would never pause to think that through. It's like it was just
Anyway,
those
so
were
I get why you were talking about the
flooding.
CRT because you were something about blah blah blah. Anyway, but let's go back to the intimidation. Okay, patience. Oh no, those are my words. How you're feeling? How you feeling? You feeling like what's
I'm
going on?
feeling like you have high expectations, but it's
Yeah,
it's a
right,
good thing.
right.
It's a good thing.
And you're like, oh gosh, wouldn't life be easier if you just lowered his fucking
If you
expectations?
just
What if I
expect
tell him
less of
about the
me,
CRT? If I tell him about the cognitive reflection task and give him proof that I'm
and if
stupid,
I just
maybe
show
just will stop
him,
asking me
then he'll
questions and
leave me
shit.
alone because I can't do it. No, but those are like the thoughts that flood my head, right? Like,
Mhm.
and so I have to be aware of that, right?
Yes.
To be like, no, you can. That's not the bat and the ball. Isn't it? Doesn't mean
No,
I
but you're
can't.
batting those eyelashes. Okay, so well, I guess that's just what happens when you're mid glitch. Very good. So I guess we're all comfortable on camera now. We had a good laugh.
So are we? We're not recording.
No, we are, but I had the camera on me. I don't
Oh,
think you
okay.
were really
I
in
see.
it.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think either of us is in. I think it's just audio right now. Oh yeah, we haven't the entire time. It's just been audio. That's hilarious to me because the entire time I was like, I'm glad I made that face. I'm glad I made that face. Oh, I bet I looked so handsome there. So that's really funny. That's really, 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 really funny. And because the number of times that I looked at it too, and I'm not a reflector, bro. I have no cognition, bro. Case in point. So please don't expect so much of me. Don't expect me to have the perfect explanation to know everything.
But you have cognition.
I have none. How do I get the... I do still want to do both of these things. Oh, MacBook is this one. That is so funny, and that's great. And you know what we should do? We'll act it out.
Whatever.
The entire audio hitherto. And that'll be a fun project.
Or maybe you because you'll remember what faces you were making at which time.
No, that was more humor. Not really like that, guys. I've found a character to play the last few weeks that sometimes I have played in my life, and I'm having fun with
Yeah.
it. And also, it makes me feel good about myself, this pretending to be confident, especially because the woman of my dreams wants nothing to do with me. Since third grade. Since third grade. I just want to make sure. All right, there we go. All right, that's good. Hold on, I can't see whether I'm. All right, here we go.
Right, and how we can be better to ourselves and people around us. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Look at that. Big reaction I had just now, and all he got was that. I'm such an asshole.
All right, let's get ChatGPT involved. He's great.
All right, ChatGPT blew y'all out of the fucking water. Let's see. Hey, Abby, come
Abby.
talk over here with us. I don't know why you're talking to strangers. You didn't tell them not to? Abby, come here. That's such a good boy. Yes. That is such a good boy, buddy. Wow. Oh, good. Guess what? Guess what? You did such a good job. And your mom's going to start chiming in with an energetic voice until she can get a treat in that beautiful mouth. Oh, yes. Good job, buddy. Great. Oh, what happened to... Oh, I had cut the audio accidentally or something. Anyway, here's what we have to do, because you might want to see what ChatGPT said.
Mm-hmm.
What about just hearing it?
That's
Ah, okay. What are you just being mouse? Just being mouse. Or is that actually fine? Because like me, I need to see words.
But oh, right. So it's I'm
Oh,
just
so you're not
talking.
showing
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna see the screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Can you reproduce the prompt? Or...
No, I can just go to this recording that has the screen.
Hey.
It's a very simple solution if you can just tell me what you need. Isn't life
Right.
like that?
You know, I don't know why humans are like this.
Yep. So downloads. We're looking for bot recording gallery. There we go, look at that. Alright, so we are at the 27-minute, 32-second mark. Had to get ChatGPT involved because Homo sapiens, not so sapien, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, she gave me some crazy answer because I had started a new conversation. This is crazy. So, hey, I'm in a Zoom with Sean and Jeremy. We want to put together a one-page recognition pamphlet. What are some things that should go in it? And also, how would you articulate the mission of our work the last several months, Esri? Here's a set of neutral, gently humorous, and non-antagonistic ways to say this sounds made up. And that, I was really embarrassed because I felt like Sean was like asking me, is it theory real? You know, at some point on the call. And so I was like, oh my gosh, is ChatGPT telling them that I made all this shit up and none of it's real? But then, yeah, anyway.
Came up with all of that. Wow.
Oh,
I don't know what my facial expression's gonna be, but I'm
what are
like,
you
what
talking
what the fuck is this?
What are you talking about? You say this sound. Oh, do you not have access?
I
I
swear
thought
in
with the
update
update she had
notes.
access.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. Let's do that again.
Oh, fuck, I got the date wrong. It was EO4G, bro. God damn it. God damn, bro. No biggie.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you don't need to be
What's
searching.
going on? Did I not pay my bill?
And that is,
Oh, okay,
I'm not
okay,
on
okay,
payment.
okay.
But also, okay, cool.
Ba, 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 ba,
But also, actually, no.
Okay,
Input transformation
that's it.
units?
That's
Is that
enough.
what she just called it? Input transformation units? The fuck is she talking about, dude? And then she defined recognition as, by the way, and this is,
Your
might be a really
website.
hard question. Huh?
Your website doc.
Yeah. This is gonna be a tough question. Does anybody in the room know what IT is? Hell yeah. Can we say it louder though? Like we're proud of it?
If then.
Did you say it louder? I couldn't tell.
If then. I mean,
Do you-
I just don't like shouting, you know what I mean?
Is anything louder than that shout? Was that even shouting that last one? Tell me the truth.
I don't know why you're asking me to shout. I don't understand. Wait,
Oh my
what a
gosh,
shouting
we have
mouse sounds
so
like?
much
Is
fun.
that what you said? Please call me a mouse again.
Not directly.
Okay.
And then also, he says recognition combines cognition and recognition.
Oh, that's great.
But what is it? we do laugh. We have a good time.
Cognition and I don't know. Wait. Hold on. Because
I mean, sometimes we
Recognition-
laugh, but
it's
sometimes are we allowed to cry? Recognition. What is it? I'm over here defining it. We don't even know what the words are. Oh man. Oh man. But it's just because we're worked up, heart racing. The dude's fucking intimidating, bro. And then when we say it, we're gonna be like, no, because you put cognition in my head because no, obviously I know that it's, that.
critical reflection.
Yeah, recognition is a combination of critical and reflection. You got it. Very good. Very good. Oh my god. No, but seriously, now say it correctly.
Oh no.
I mean, you said it. You just made a silly. You just made a silly. That's what we call a miss in it theory. That's what we call a miss. It's not actually that like the network is like wrong. It's just that it just happened that in this one case the error was produced. But it's not because like you don't know. There's something. No, what's recognition? You said it's critical reflection, right?
Critical recognition.
Right, exactly, right. Okay, very good.
Okay.
I mean, also it is really good content too.
Right. So
What's
and
wrong?
it precedes critical thinking, right?
It is the foundation for critical thinking. Good job, bro.
Yay.
Really
Can't
good, and that's like the
achieve
most
critical
important
thinking.
thing.
Okay, without critical recognition.
That's right.
I feel like
Good job.
all right. You're right. I didn't. I can't claim to be. I can't claim to be Craig if I can't.
Nah, you're Craig,
Say
bro.
that
You're
I
Craig,
say
bro.
what towards
You're
me.
Craig,
Okay.
bro. Because you know what? The most important word of all is the H word. Because with recognition comes H.
Humility.
Humility. And you've got that in buckets, bro.
I would be rich if it were gold.
That's right. So anyway, let's watch me get mad at ChatGPT.
Alright, great. That's it. That's enough. Alright, let's see what you have to say.
Except I hadn't realized it was actually
Absolutely.
shit.
Here's a structured outline for your Precognition pamphlet, along with a proposed mission statement that encapsulates the essence of your work over the past several months. Precognition pamphlet core components. 1. Mission statement. Empowering individuals to recognize and reshape their cognitive patterns through the lens of IT theory.
That's not bad. We don't have to, it doesn't have to be through the lens of it theory. It can be through some other lens. But yeah, empowering individuals to recognize their cognitive patterns. Because it is good when you can use the word recognize in the definition of recognition.
Fostering self-awareness and intentional transformation. 2. Introduction to precognition. Definition. Precognition combines cognition and recognition to describe the process of becoming aware of one's internal thought patterns and the mechanisms that drive them. Purpose. To provide tools and frameworks that help individuals identify, understand, and modify their cognitive processes for personal growth
Someone's been listening.
and improve decision-making. 3. Key concepts. IT theory. A framework that models cognition as interconnected input transformation, IT units.
This is trash, he says. Misconceptions, that's what you were looking for.
What did I say?
It's okay. What you said was fine. But I just know I just know there were its in there. There was an it that was like misconceptions.
Right, I
And-
feel like I used a missed word, but it wasn't that. And
Yeah.
it was, like I tried. I tried.
You were so
you know what I
close.
mean? It was another-
Misunderstandings. That's so good.
Misunderstandings.
I mean, it's the same thing, bro. Misunderstandings is good too, bro.
I was trying. I was
Yes,
grasping.
really try. And also, that's great
All right.
because I use the word misconception. So the fact that you're using misunderstandings, that means you're not just talking shit.
Oh, I intend to just memorize everything you say and just
Well,
repeat it.
you failed there because not only did you remember, you also understood. Unfortunately, it's just got to
Good. Now, okay. All right. Good. All right. Good. Okay. All right. Let's look at those.
Yes, I do. The Warsaw illusions refer to a categorized set of common cognitive illusions or misconceptions about the mind, compiled to help people recognize the limits of their introspective access and understandings of their own reasoning, memory, perception, and agency. The purpose of the list is to disrupt naive intuitions about how minds work.
see how it's right there. Recognize the limits. That's the meat of it. And you said that at one point. You talked about the limits of the brain. I just kind of wanted you to say our limits at that point, but I was being a bit difficult. But anyway,
Okay.
Psychology beliefs, and to serve as a foundation for critical recognition, not just reflection.
he's talking to you right there.
Revealing systematic ways we misattribute cause, coherence, and control.
Okay, so I don't know why he tried to embarrass me earlier, but obviously he does know that recognition is not cognitive recognition, but critical recognition. Oh, wait, or did I just say that again? Or maybe I just said that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Guys, I don't know why he was doing that. He gets funny. He's trying to like look cool in front of you guys.
Role in our own cognition.
Stupid.
You can compile a list as part of IT
I
theory.
said he's trying to make me look fucking stupid.
Under the acronym WORSAS, each letter standing for a specific domain in which humans harbor illusions about their minds. Will, illusions of choice, free will, and mental causation. E.g., I willed myself to X. Essence, illusions of a unified, coherent, enduring self. Rationality, illusions that are thought are driven by reason, logic, or conscious analysis, including source reason. Sense, naive realism and the belief that perception reflects the world as it truly is. Attention, the illusion that we are aware of all we attend to, or that attention is complete and well targeted. Storage, illusions about memory being a reliable, complete, and replayable order of experience. The list serves several goals. One, grounding for epistemic humility. By recognizing we are not the coherent, rational, memory-accurate agents we imagine, we can become more cautious in belief and judgment. Two, preparation for hours for IT-style thinking. It sets the stage for understanding cognition as an emergent, computational process, not a homuncular soul making decisions. Three, deconstruction of psychological folk theories. Many people operate with implicit assumptions that are invalidated by modern neuroscience and psychology. This list makes those assumptions explicit and undermines them. Would you like a quick diagnostic tool or visual version of the WORSAS structure?
Then I asked, give me some question.
What is the value of precognition to society? Precognition is one's own limits as a reason and a tendency to disbelieve the Warsaw leads to distance and abuses of one's awareness of What is the value of precognition to society? Precognition, the awareness of one's own limits as a reason and a tendency to disbelieve the Warsaw illusions, has profound societal value. At its core, precognition prevents overconfidence, tribal rigidity, and the illusion of self-justification that drives so much conflict and dysfunction. Societies thrive when individuals accept that their beliefs and decisions are the product of biased, fallible, and condition-based processes. Are less defensive when challenged, recognizing that being wrong is not a moral failure. Can pause before asserting authority or dismissing others, especially across cultural, ideological, or generational divides. Reduce the spread of misinformation by recognizing how easily competence and fluency masquerade as truth. Foster collaborative epistemology, where the goal is mutual refinement of understanding rather than winning or dominating. Thus, precognition undergirds humility, cooperation, effective policymaking, and conflict resolution. It acts as an immune system against dogmatism and delusion. How would you assess precognition with 1 to 5 questions? Each of the following questions is designed to indirectly reveal whether someone grasps the limits of their own reasoning.
Whatever. We're not working on the quiz now.
Win or defend self-image. Would you like these for diagnostic, educational, or game-like contexts, e.g. outliers?
I gotta say, that's pretty good,
Yeah, he's real impressed. Now, can a human do that?
I gotta say, that's pretty good, pretty good description. From my understanding. To be informational, not really persuasive. You know?
Right.
So maybe that's like
Somebody needs to write that down. That's a banger from ChatGPT.
that is pretty good.
Recognition does not equal skepticism.
So that actionable insight, what's that actionable insight? You can give me one word. And if I don't like it, then you can give me one word. That's a hint. It's not just me being mean. That's a hint.
Right. Like evolution?
The actionable insight? Yeah. The origins? Yeah. But really, the origins, it's just that helps us understand the F word.
Oh. Fallibility?
No, function. Very good.
It does in the.
You're right, because there were two F words. There was the original F word, function, and then we wanted to celebrate you, and so we included fallibility as well, because that does kind of really work. But function, or the O word. Operation.
In the way we use the word now, but in the way that it is in my name,
blah blah blah.
That's what it is from skepticism, radical humility. Okay, anyway, so radical humility.
Very
Yeah. Double screen here, and then turn to the other. Okay.
What are we talking about here?
And we even learned. Well, I think I've heard
it. Listen them all out. Do one, explain it well.
But so I'm gonna quote you quite badly, but
let me tell you this story. Well, I'm
doubt
gonna
it.
tell you.
Yeah, I was doing that. I was trying to do that less directly, but maybe it's too indirect.
Yeah, right. Oh, you can.
I was doing that. I was trying to do that less directly, but maybe it's too indirect. I should use the word
Oh,
you.
we missed the good part. Okay, we got to talk about the about the one page. We came up with an outline. Now I'll just show it to you.
I should use the word you. It's just this last line. I said, by the way, this only applies to Homo sapien. But it doesn't apply to you, you rational angel of God, breathed into clay. It only applies to us animals. All right, I'm very happy with that.
This is the outline for the one page.
Any more thoughts from you guys?
Oh no, because we miss where an Eric had an epiphany. Actually, we missed some really. Where were we at? Oh, we were about here.
If it's just
No, we were after the. Oh yeah, we were about here. Talked about that. Eric started talking about fucking etymology of skepticism for no reason except to look smart.
Can you scroll up?
Absolutely, I'll scroll anyway.
All right, Eris just has to go pee.
Keep
Do
going.
you think Sarah can
No, hang on.
like listen to this and stuff? Did Sarah want pen? That paper looks so far away. It's amazing that you're able to use it. It is amazing.
What do you think of that section, that value of recognition to society one?
Value of recognition in society. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, really great. You mean what do I think about including it?
Well, first, just like fact checking it for, you know,
Oh yeah,
accuracy.
the actual, not my. And also, I don't want us to keep saying. I mean, I blush, but I don't want us to keep talking about it. It's not really about my ideas. You know, I've just come up with maybe a useful synthesis. But it's our work and it's their research. Is that cool?
Um, yeah, I guess if that's yeah, sure.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. So, and she used some great examples as well. Oh, she also went on to give the great examples and references that she had in the recognition quiz. But yeah, like the fluency heuristic. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so this is great. Yep. And we even learned, well, I think I've heard this word, but yeah. Undergirds.
So that seems like a useful section to me.
Yeah.
Can we keep going up a little bit?
Yeah.
Let's see. Something you came up with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that? Do you want to mention that in this one pager?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, do I want to mention I came up with it?
No, the course says
Warsaw. Like Arkansas.
Like Arkansas.
Huh?
And because I was in Warsaw.
You said Warsaw, like Arkansas.
Got it.
Huh.
Warsaw.
Wait, what was that equation? It was recognition does not equal skepticism. We said it equals function.
Sean, are you thinking right now?
It doesn't equal function
Why?
at all.
Dude.
I was gonna say something.
Go ahead.
Right, but
Oh, so I'm reading a book right now.
that
It wasn't.
it was like
Yeah.
that was how we were like interpreting
Okay.
the word.
How to be
Yeah,
human.
it was like
Oh,
that was
let's
part
read
of
it.
how we were interpreting the word. Yeah. So good. Give me a little.
I guess it's
Fist
backwards,
bump.
but how to be human.
Great job.
Written by Ruby Wax with the help of a nerd.
But this is good.
What was the verse?
What was it? Because it was basically, yeah, what was it? Recognition equals. What was it?
Does not equal skepticism.
Okay. That's not. Yeah, that's great. Great. Excellent. It does equal. Because it was such a banger. Gosh. You're looking at me like I'm actually trying to remember.
No, I'm
and we'll
not.
tell you.
I'm looking at you trying to think.
Yeah, okay, looking for inspiration.
Right.
In these
It's like
eyebrows.
it's in there somewhere. If I just read his eyebrows carefully enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? It was like recognition is function. Recognition is function. No, that wasn't quite it. What was it? It was blank plus blank, and one of them had to do with the word function. I wonder. So we had the F word. What's the other word? You're gonna say operation. No. No, operation is an alternative to function.
Right.
So we want function, and then we also talked about another word.
Valuable.
Fallible. You keep hitting me with that one, and I'm
Keep mispronouncing it.
no, and that's great.
'Cause I
Fallible
just-
is such an important word because if you know you're fallible, what will you then?
Oh, humility.
Humility. Hell yeah,
You got it.
bro.
You got it. You got it.
Excellent.
Humility. Because
Yes.
right, the humility is so important because we don't have it now.
Right.
We have to
Radical
spread
humility
radical humility.
plus actionable insight. About what though? Actionable insight about what, Sarah?
Our behaviors,
Our function,
Our function.
exactly. Excellent.
the operation.
The operation, good.
System.
That's right, that's right. Okay.
Okay, radical
Right.
humility. Gotta write that down.
That's so great.
Scientist and a monk. It's the manual. And yesterday on my live stream, my buddy Steve, who's not, the live stream.
Oh, okay.
That's a weird title. I don't get that.
So Steve is on my live stream, hanging out with me, and he says that the book that I'm reading, How to Be Human, the manual, that has a weird title. It's like, I don't get that. All right. I can't believe Steve isn't actually here. We were hanging out all morning. Oh, it's probably
and he also,
gonna be like midnight now. Okay.
Kind of as well, he didn't ask this, but he said he didn't know anything about neuroscience, and almost in a way
Oh, no,
that
it's like 2 a.m.
asking like, do I need to know about neuroscience? And also, what do you mean how to be human, the manual? Why do we need a manual? What do you guys think?
Don't let him see the questions come.
What does that slap? What does that stimulate in you?
Wait, what was the question?
Or why do we need a manual?
Oh, I thought that someone else was asking that to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sending you the question now.
Why do we need a manual? Because we need to learn the biases. Like, we need to learn what to look for. Like,
Yeah,
what
sure.
to, how.
Sarah. Come on, Sarah.
I don't like that.
No,
I don't
okay.
like
No, no,
that.
no,
I
no, no.
don't.
And you, yeah, you're
But like,
so
you can
close.
help me by like
I'm
just giving me like
encouraging.
other information.
No, no, no.
that
I'm
might,
not giving you any
lead
more
me-
information
No.
because I've given you information.
Humility.
That's such a great word.
No, okay, so we need a handbook.
Why do we need a manual? What do you learn in a manual?
Like the instructions.
For what?
Like like to learn about our illusions and.
Is that what you typically get in a manual? A list of illusions?
What to look out for?
What to
if
look out
you're-
for?
if
I don't
you're
think
trying
so.
to-
I don't think
Like,
so. I'm gonna Google it right now. What's a manual for?
Well, it has instructions.
It does have instructions about what?
How the thing works.
And then, just for fun, can we use another word for works that keeps coming up in the conversation?
Function.
Oh!
So we have to learn about the function. We have to learn about the function.
We have to learn about the
function,
function. That's why we
how
need a
it
manual.
functions,
Oh, okay.
How it.
How we function.
You know what I hear in this silence? Arrogance. That's what I
Hell yeah, I do. You don't know why you need a manual?
You know what I hear in this silence? Arrogance. That's what I hear. You have a chapter on evolution. So you'll have things in
Oh
this
yeah, origins, like you were saying. Got to get the origins. Puts the function in context.
chapter.
Did I just like grab the words out of your mouth?
Without a jungle, there was no need to swing from branch to branch. So boom, the bipedal creature was born.
Oh my.
Your tendencies and your seasons. You guys don't need this. So you guys then on compassion, then on relationship. You guys don't need this though, right? Nobody needs a manual. You guys know everything about emotions and relationships and your origins and your tendencies and your inclinations. And okay, you hit it on the head. That's why we need a manual, because we're just out there blindly operating and functioning. Got you. Okay. So that's kind of another reason why I want to do this one-page document. Part of the reason is to be like, hold on.
You think you know yourself, you think you know what you're doing, you're a fucking shithead and an intolerable one until you look at this document.
Okay, but now it's sounding like more persuasive again. You know?
Yeah. There should so in this book, she presents the information in a persuasive and motivating way. Okay, persuasive, she uses humor, and motivating because she shows how it's applicable to you and how we're not being great and how it would be better. But she doesn't cite a lot of research here. So yeah, it should be persuasive, but also without any more justification than that. Because it's a one-pager. I mean, everything it's not just a list of information. And so it will be a friendly, approachable thing. We're not getting into robots. There will be a component of persuasion. But it's just like with the expectation that we're going to be able to slide right in, that they are looped up and ready to go, ready to be persuaded. If we tell them a couple of jokes and, tell them that they're shitheads and they should take responsibility and something like that. Maybe not call them shitheads, but whatever. Everybody has his own style. That's why you guys are involved, because I don't trust me with it.
Okay, so then would you want to start? Like you probably have to start with some kind of like common real life scenario that people are used to encountering, and that could be improved through the application of recognition.
Great. Give me a second to noodle that.
To noodle that?
Noodle on that.
I'm just gonna watch this at regular speed.
Yeah, because I want to see what happened when I laughed.
Oh, that makes sense. You haven't seen this.
No. What, they just sat there staring at each other?
Humans are really awkward.
Or at their respective ceilings?
We are such awkward.
That's so
We
funny.
just stare at our hands. We just twiddle our thumbs.
It's so true. Neurotypicals are so much more awkward than, like, normal people.
There's just no conversation at all. Just silence. Just silence. Can't say I would do any different.
Where are you at right now, Sean?
Oh, you thought of something. Where are you at right now?
I'm on my front porch.
Like, are you in like the Chicagoland area?
Oh no, I'm just outside DC in Arlington, Virginia.
So I hear people talking about Virginia. I don't hear the word function, operation, humility, fallibility, brain, mind, Warsaw, it.
None of them. None of them.
I was giving you the very specific answer. Yeah.
Humans are hilarious, bro. How do you not just like say words at this point?
It's
Because both of you are thinking like, oh, we should be talking. I know that's a fact.
Right. It's somehow.
It's this is like the really nice time of year here, before it becomes
Good
disgustingly
weather.
hot and humid.
Got to.
Yeah, I was there for a wedding.
Eric's about to be look at his face right now.
And it was awful. It was outdoors too, so.
It's just coward.
Oh man.
How is this happening? How is this conversation? I love that humans get to know each other, chat, find something to talk about. We're not all comfortable at first. But also, how are you guys not like? Why isn't there an urgency? Because that whatever you can come up with, I want to try to address it in the document.
So not
Jeremy,
being
why are you
productive,
starting
being
that way?
constructive.
Why, when I left the room, aren't you guys like, oh, gotta learn more about the mind or something, or how to?
I just want people to be absolutely desperate to learn how the brain functions.
Do this? Oh my god! Or I'm gonna try to understand this now.
I think because when you're, we've never met before, and
Absolutely.
it is a better experience when you can develop like a little bit of a rapport. That's why they do. There's like
icebreakers.
lame icebreakers. Yeah.
That's true, and that's just something I have to accept, but I just don't get, and so I try to be accommodating. Okay, very good. Why have you started reading the book?
I think it would be immediately useful for me.
Great.
Look at him break that
Great.
bottle over his head.
Great. Great. I just love that. Great. That's
Great. Keep going. All right, this is for you too. Also, this is really nice. Black raspberry. Thank you. And one's vanilla and one's mocha. Okay, so with this common example, it's got to be common, bro. Right? And we don't have to find the perfect one, but something that everyone can relate to. And yeah, that'll be the opening paragraph. Something, I don't know, you get out of bed in the morning and you have to do stuff, but you don't want to, and you feel bad about it or whatever. Guess what? I'm going to give you a new interpretation of yourself that'll, where you can be more forgiving with yourself. Because, the capitalists want you to believe in, that you can just do whatever and put your mind to whatever, but that's not true. Don't worry, you're actually a mess of self.
Yeah, exactly. I think like, so, a really,
Oh shit, we gotta pause. No, please. Look at him. Big, tall, beard.
Okay, Joshua, okay, so we get snacks.
We got some snacks. I think we're all set. Thanks so much.
How much food? Wait.
Yeah, we'll think about that. So we're gonna come immediately useful, common example, and something that frees them, or something that speaks. Oh, you're Arabian a neighbor.
yeah.
Something that speaks to them and frees them, offers them immediately some reward for this.
So two possibilities come to mind depending on where you want to go with it. One would be the very common experience of like completely disagreeing with someone close to you on politics. That's a thing right now, right? Like, and you could be talking to someone who's from the same place as you, grew up with you, has many common experiences with you, and yet they have this completely other interpretation of the world. And, people...
That's nervously frustrating.
Yeah, it's very frustrating, and no one has figured out a good way to get through it. So that could be one.
Okay.
That way. Another thing could be, like one of those kind of personal things that you beat yourself up over. Maybe it's like procrastinating on your taxes or something like that. Some like common procrastination that people do that you can actually like point to numbers on.
Okay, Sean, you guys are gonna hopefully love this. Because I love this. We're not gonna be talking to the reader. We are going to ask them to picture some crazy person in their life, their sister, whoever they disagree with deeply about something that's on their mind that day. And we're going to explain why that person is such a dumbass. And then hopefully by the end, there can just even be a line at the end. By the way, if you're also human, this does apply to you.
Yeah, I like that.
So, you're going to say, hey, your butt, whatever, it's just an animal, it's like a biological thing, a mess of neurons, miracle they can string a sentence together, and then you explain the whole thing, and then, clever line at the end to get them to pop out.
Yeah. And I even think you could, yes, I think that's good, and it's keeping things simple also, but like opening the door at the end for a lot greater complexity and a lot more materials to think about. I think that's a great idea. I think you could even go with just one word salad, not even list them all out. Do one, explain it well, and then like at the end, you can provide opening into like, oh, actually, there's also all these other ones.
Yeah. So What if we do 2 Warsaw, because storage is something people are already familiar with, so we ease them in with storage, and then hit them with, I don't know, sense that you all see the world as it is. Okay, one's fine. And then we do 1 O'Neill, so to replace
I
the
am easily
Warsaw illusion. So, okay, so then we'll choose the corresponding one.
Right. Yeah.
So if we did Will, for instance, I know that that's a big one, but if we did Will, then the corresponding O'Neill concept, which is like how the mind actually works, the list of things how the mind actually works instead of this bullshit, would be maybe dominant processing.
Yeah, and there's the Conil. For recognition, you need to not only know how the mind doesn't work, but you also need to know how the mind does work, and that's what the Conil concepts are for, right?
Something.
I'm not very familiar with that. I feel like you spent a lot of time on the Warsaw illusion.
Yeah, correct. But I
And
try to
you,
mention
as
them
my
every once in a while.
teacher, I rely on just kind of memorizing whatever it is that you say. All right, sorry, continue.
So that's
No, but we'll get to that. We'll start.
Yeah, when y'all are ready.
Okay. I know you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not arguing with that one bit.
No, but I wanna but no, I want you to be ready. I want to get into the Conil.
I know.
good. Okay, so let's finish with let's just do a quick outline.
This whole time, Sean's not saying, "Oh, I can't see what you're typing." Like the whole time I'm muttering here, I'm typing.
Interesting. So he can't see this.
He can see this, but do you see me typing here?
Yeah.
So then I realized, oh, you can't see my screen. Oh, so then he went to the document, I think.
It's just this last line I said, by the way, this only applies to Homo sapien. But it doesn't apply to you, you rational angel of God, breathed into clay. It only applies to us animals. All right, I'm very happy with that meeting. I just want to hear you guys, any more thoughts from you guys about that? Oh, you know what we should do? Unless I'm interrupting some hot thinking right now.
You heard I said?
No.
Say, oh, you know what we should do? Unless I'm interrupting some hot thinking right now. But I'm not sure I was.
What we should do is, Jeremy, let's see, can I explain to you the immediate value? The words I've already thrown at you, right? So what, like, if I were going to explain to you, what do you think I would say? The value of ENs.
The value of ENs. That's my acronym for You Are Not So Smart.
Why you have too many friends on Facebook, why your memory is mostly fiction, and 46 other ways you are deluding yourself. How can I convince you that it would be worth knowing?
This is an interesting exchange.
I guess the only in really is So I guess the only in really is, do you have anybody that's unreasonable in your life? Would it be useful if you understood why they were being unreasonable? Do you see how that would be immediately useful? Sure. But I guess you don't think that this book is going to explain why your friend is being unreasonable, right?
Because you probably. Oh, here's something I want to talk about.
It's not maybe immediately useful.
You speak up.
Maybe the wrong choice of words.
It was me who was actually using the wrong words because I said think instead of feel.
I doubt it.
I don't believe you, bro.
It's not that you're saying it's not immediately useful. You're saying that you don't. It doesn't feel immediately useful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's true, right? When we were in the grocery store, here is an immediate example from today. Now he's going to justify it, but before we let him justify it, I want to make my case. So I hate when I'm at the checkout, and the person,
He's gonna say, no, I said the opposite.
loads their stuff onto the belt, and then doesn't put a barrier thing so that I can start loading up. That I gotta go reach over for a barrier thing in order to then start putting stuff up. So I usually pat myself on the back.
I was actually kind of saying the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So I usually think I'm a good, moral, upstanding citizen. I even make a little show of it. Hey, I got you, bro. Got the next person. And so anyway, so today we're in line, and I guess when we got in line, I guess the person in front of us had put the barrier, right? And Jeremy goes, "Oh my gosh." I'm gonna quote you quite badly, but I think it'll be the gist. "Oh my gosh, I hate that." They're like, no, I'm not paying for your stuff, because they think that I'm gonna try to slip my shit into their shit. Well, you didn't really swear, but I'm gonna slip my stuff into theirs, and they're just making it really obvious, and they'll rush to do it, and they'll be so quick about it. "Oh no, you're not getting on my bill."
He didn't know that you were you're all right, that he said that without knowing your affinity for doing that.
And that's part of what's funny?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And then also, what's happening here? We've got two different blank of the same action.
Ideas or beliefs?
It does start with an I. One of us has a positive. So if I see someone do that, I'm assuming they do it for the same reason I do, right?
Right.
Which is to be helpful.
Right. Oh, intention?
Great. And actually, you are right. That is the I word I was looking for. I was wrong. I thought I was looking for the word interpretation, but I am looking for the word intention. Absolutely. So, yes, great. Mallet.
So that's two very different interpretations. Now we evolved.
So yeah, so that's two different interpretations. So yeah, that's why I was looking for the word interpretations. But yeah, it's two different interpretations of intentions.
To have a preference for the latter, to see threats. It's better to see threats where there aren't threats than to miss threats, right? It's better to see an asshole than to miss an asshole, right? Or it's better to imagine an asshole than miss an asshole, right? Okay. We were then leaving, and to the bag boy, I said, bag man, I guess. He was pretty young, right? I said, thank you, Sanjay. Now I've been using names a lot. Immediately I realized, oh shit, here's another interpretation. Because this kid is Indian, his name's Sanjay, and so every once in a while people might go, oh, that's such an interesting name, and then he feels alienated, and then he says, oh, they're so mean, they made me feel different. And so when I walked away, he may have been like, oh yeah, and then there's this guy, and he was like, thank you, Sanjay, and he was really just exaggerated and made it really weird, just trying to point out how exotic and different I am. I remember one time Mammoth.
Whatever.
Have you ever done something innocuous, neutral?
All right.
And I'm thinking that person might have been trying to compliment her,
I mean, I wasn't there. There's this whole thing, and I didn't see anything in that thing to justify anything mean. But, so, have you ever been malinted? Have you ever done something innocuous, neutral, and then people thought you had bad intentions when you were doing it? Sure. Okay. So don't worry about you malenting other people. Wouldn't that be interesting to learn about how people have this tendency to do that? And to understand the evolutionary origin so that you can realize it's going to keep happening. It's automatic. You know? Okay. Interesting. All right, now do you want to justify it? Maybe the way he looked at you or something. It was definitely, clearly a case where he didn't want you to buy your stuff. Because he like looked at you sideways, maybe.
It only happens with a certain type of person.
Or do you only interpret it that way with a certain type of person? But anyway, I'm not talking about you. You're an angel. I'm talking about those other people who mount you. And who might say, who might say in this case, oh no, but Jeremy, like you can tell, like he just thinks he's better than other people. And, if anybody else had done that, that'd have been fine. But Jeremy's so fucking just like loud and he'll sometimes like look at you like that. And, Jeremy, I know why he did that in that case. If it was anybody else, I would have interpreted it nicely. But Jeremy, you can just tell the way he side-eyes you. Do you think that has ever happened? Anybody take that stank face the wrong way? Oh, okay.
What are you getting at?
What am I getting at?
Yeah.
I'm not getting at anything. I said it. He isn't feeling the immediate use. So I showed him how he did a mallet, a bias earlier that is not constructive to his interactions with people or his own emotional happiness. Oh, no. He's an angel. But here's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to remind him of situations in which another person may have done something like that. And how if he knew in his mind the specific mechanisms by which we function, he could more easily predict and be less distressed by such moments, and maybe even compensate for them, adjust for them, or figure out ways around them. If he can understand what the triggers are for humans and how irrational we are and how we listen to things well this way, and we just really have a hard time listening to things that way, then his communication would be improved. Is this not fucking clear, guys? No, because sometimes you just have to ask. Sometimes you just have to ask. And how we listen to things well this way, and we just really have a hard time listening to things that way, then his communication would be improved. Is this not fucking clear, guys? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand what's not clear here. All right, how about this? Let's go to chapter 1. No, chapter 1's They should have cut me off at some point, to be honest. Yeah. In a gentle voice, whatever the fuck. I'm only trying to say what I think, what might need to be said. At this point, I'm going through this. I'm just waiting for them to cut me off and tell me, okay, we get it. It has, and comes out.
No, were you guys not convinced by the last one?
And I don't know what's
I
going on.
guess it was difficult because none of us will have breast cancer.
What are you? But I mean, what I'm saying, like, what are you convincing us of here?
Oh, maybe it's, what am I doing? What am I doing?
I really didn't know.
Let me get the place set.
I'm trying to find the button. That's what I'm doing. Trying to find the button. I'm hitting him with different details about brains, whether it's his, or I mean him, or his enemies, his ops, or his friends that are being difficult, or families being difficult. And I'm trying to find the button of, gosh, if I took the time to understand this aspect of the mind, that would be useful to that specific relationship or moment or project in my life. By the way, you're not doing anything with money in your.
Because I know he's trying to franchise a salon, well, he just stopped trying to do that, but I didn't know that. So it's a little bit facetious, my question here.
Are you? Are you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You are? Are you like making major financial decisions or something? Oh, well, we did not evolve to do that. So would it be worthwhile for you to know about the sunk cost fallacy, which is that you are going to justify anything that you put money into, even if sometimes it's better to cut your losses and run. You will convince yourself that you have to keep throwing bad money after bad. Is that useful? Okay. Okay. Boom. Right? That's my thought, sort of. I mean, over a moment.
Can't you take over? Why is this guy fucking talking? Why are people letting him out of a cage? Why aren't they just keeping him locked up and just, he can send a journal through the gate or something?
Encourage you to read that chapter that we talked about.
That's not what the prophecy said.
Sometimes try to rationalize like why we have preferences or like there's some reasons behind why we like something when we make a decision. Either way, as opposed to just like trusting the gut or going with how you feel along or something. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to just rather than
I think that's it.
And then we kind of build it out next time. Okay.
Or if you really like this outline, then
Great. That's it. Tons of more jokes,
So
but
was that the did you show me the outline? Did I see it, or is it something else that I?
no, that is what I gave you a glimpse of.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
But did you get a chance to look at it?
No, I didn't get to read it.
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pay. That's the only camera, or what?
That's the only camera.
Trying not to look at his face.
This is hilarious.
Excellent. Wow, time flies when you're having fun watching yourself. Okay. Did you read it?
Mm-hmm.
Or you just okay, great. So, you know what we should do now? Let's take 15 minutes to write a song.
Write a song.
Yeah, well, like some verses, like a rap about recognition. 2025 Echo 05 Alpha. All right. All right. So we're on a mission. We're on a mission. Give them recognition. Recognition. Recognition.
Wait,
All right.
why does there have to be a rap though? I mean,
Because rap's cool. Give them recognition. Recognize. We're on a mission. Give them recognition. Let them see the difference. Let them see the difference between angels and humans. No, between rational. Let them see the difference. Let them see the difference. Some humans. Let them see the difference. Humans. I don't see the difference. But we're on a mission. Give them recognition. Recognize. Let them see the difference. And humans. Between. This is gonna be a rough. Homo economicus and humans. Economicus and humans. We need to beef this line out a little bit more. But whatever. First draft.
for sure.
We're on a mission. Give them recognition. Let them see the difference between Homo economicus and humans. Whatever. First draft. Sarah, let me hear you. Sarah, let me. Give the mic to Sarah. Give the mic to Sarah. Give the mic to Sarah. It's time to hear her. It's time to hear her. Give the mic to Sarah. Give the mic to Sarah. Real loud, let me hear you. Real loud, let me hear you. Real loud, let me hear you. Let me hear you. Tell them about their illusions. Sort them out their confusions. Sort them out their confusions. And give it to them straight. Give it to them straight. No delusions. Delusions. Give it to them straight. 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 What you gonna state? What you gonna give it to them straight? Let her dictate. Give them to her straight. Give it to him straight. Give it to him. You got something?
And operate
Yeah,
talk
give
about-
it to him straight. Tell them how they operate. Talk about, give it to them straight about how they operate. Give it to them straight, no delusions. Tell them how they operate. Tell them how they operate. Operate. That's so
their
great.
conclusions.
Yeah, how they jump into conclusions. Conclusions. And this is great. Hell yeah. What the hell was that though? That was all good. Excellent. We're on a mission. Give them recognition. Let them see the difference between Homo economicus and humans. Give the mic to Sarah. Real loud, let me hear you. Tell them about their illusions. Sort them out their confusions. And give it to them straight. No delusions. Tell them how they operate. Jump into conclusions. It's not bad, bro. Alright. 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 Great. Jump into conclusions. Jump into conclusions. Simple evolutionary heuristics. 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 Dicks. Shitheads. Shit dicks. Dicks. Simple evolutionary heuristics. Simple evolutionary heuristics. No consciousness, nothing mystic. No, well, there is consciousness in a sense, but it's not magical, not mystic. It's not magical, not mystic. Neurons, you know, axons, somae, dendrites. These are the components of the lights. This is what makes us bright. This is how we have hearing and sight. Neurons, you know, axons, somae, dendrites. Would give us the components of our vision, our sights. A bunch of automatic processes. Let's put it in a rap. Make it ease. Give it.
Don't be blind to what you can't see.
Sees.
See.
Good. Well, sees. A bunch of automatic processes. No control that you can seize. No. A bunch of automatic processes. That you don't seize. Like you don't see. A bunch of automatic processes, hard to seize, a bunch of automatic processes.
Don't be blind just because they're hard to see.
Great. It's a topic that's hard to seize. Don't give up. Because you don't see. Your goofs and irrational hypocrisy. Okay, alright, this is great. Okay, you know what, I'm glad. I didn't even think we would do that. That's fantastic. That's great. So we warmed up, got the ball rolling, the lyrical ball. That's really great.
Are we still filming?
We're still live, yeah.
Did anyone drop a line? No?
No, pretty quiet in the chat. But that's what happens when you've got someone as intimidating as you.
Just, yeah, that's what it is. It's that, you know. You know what I think? Maybe because my wrists are but you know, the summertime, but my fingers are always exposed, so maybe like a ring would be a better object. But I do always wear this things more than the.
Oh, I thought you were asking me to propose. Okay. I see. You're just talking about for the. Oh, okay. That was a roller coaster.
That's there, so it's just there's just not gonna be a ring.
Well, you just do a tattoo ring, bro. You just add it.
Cover.
No, you don't cover, bro. You just add it, bro. Peace and love. There you go. Peace and love, bro. You just put a heart there, and that's your ring.
Done.
All right, now I gotta fucking give Mustafa a fucking brilliant idea. That's great. But I mean, it's free. These ideas are free. I'm not doing anything with them right now, so yeah. Peace and love. That's really good.
Maybe he'll, yeah. So maybe you could sell it to him. Maybe he'll buy it from you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Also, maybe this could just be a business idea. You know, or something.
For people who have a peace sign on their ring finger.
Well, no, just doing various types of like.
No, that's
starring or
I'm kind of a
something.
one-hit wonder. That's my only idea. Okay, that's great. That's great. And you probably thought that was going to be really difficult to write.
But you like got the ball rolling because I mean, Homo economicus. I don't even know, but it worked.
Great. It doesn't work yet, but I guess
mean,
it sounds
it,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, good. And I guess that's working. Yeah, we'll put in more syllables. Great. Great job. Great meeting. Great Man Monday, bro. Excellent. So stop the recording and the streaming. Oh, I wasn't actually even recording, just streaming. Okay. Well, last chance, guys, to
Jump in.